One of the most important things to do as you start gluten-free cooking is to get the various flours that you're going to need. It's also important to make sure that you put them in clearly labeled containers because they're all white and they all look a lot the same. We just got regular old Tupperware, Rubbermaid sorts of containers, put tape on the front and wrote labels on them for each of these individual flours. Rice flour you can buy at health food stores. Most of these flours you can buy at health food stores. Some of them you can find in regular grocery stores. You can also grind rice flour from rice if you have a flour mill. You don't, however, want to use a flour mill that you've been using on wheat because you'll cross-contaminate your flour. So label your containers, get your flours in there. Potato starch and potato flour, as you see, are in two different buckets. They're two different things. Potato flour is made from ground up dehydrated potatoes. Potato starch is made by rinsing all of the starch out of shredded fresh potatoes. Tapioca starch and tapioca flour, on the other hand, are the same thing. And sometimes you'll even see it labeled tapioca starch flour, which does get a little bit confusing. But once you start doing it, you'll get used to it and it won't be a problem. We keep this is cornstarch too. You can buy this in 1 pound boxes at local stores, regular old stores. You may want to buy it, however, in bulk because you're going to be using a lot more of this than a normal chef would use. We're going to make up some of the flour mixes that we use a lot in our recipes here. So here we go. We've got a piece of tape stuck onto this container, and we're just going to write GF mix on this one and Featherlight on this other one.
And I did want to say with the rice flour, if you grind it yourself, it is a lot cheaper. It's about half the price. And you can just get a K-Tech mill, kitchen mill, and that's what we do a lot of times.
Okay.
Featherlight first.
Featherlight mix. Do 1 cup of rice flour, 1 cup of tapioca starch, and 1 cup of cornstarch. You can tell this is highly scientific.
You do want to mix your flours though, because if you tried to use just rice flour in any of the recipes that you use, it would turn out really gritty and grainy and you would not be pleased with the results.
And then we add a tablespoon of potato flour. Put the lid on it, shake it up. You can also use a spoon.
Okay, and then you can just keep this on your counter, so whenever you want to use it, you just pull it out.
Okay, for the GF mix, we need 6 cups of rice flour.
2.
Don't let your children distract you.
3.
5.
1 more. And it is messy, but it's okay. And this is the one that uses potato starch.
1 cup or 2?
2 cups.
And 1 cup of tapioca starch.
And you'll use your GF mix more for breads and your Featherlight more for cookies, cakes,
things like that. Again, we're just going to get the lid on and shake it up. I usually mix up big batches of these at a time so that I can just leave them on my counter, pull them out just like pulling out any old bucket of flour so that I can cook when I want to and not have to stop and mix it all up every single time I'm getting ready to cook. So,
and now we're ready to cook.